There's a chill in the air. Something evil lurks underground. We've battled monsters in the lava dungeon. Now it's time we face the freeze in the ice dungeon. My idea would be for a frozen lake with tricky obstacles to overcome. Watch out for these giant spring pads. I animated them using shape keys in Blender, and an area 3D node on the front will push the player into the water. These ice platforms will start to sink, so you gotta be fast. In the lava dungeons, I had this fan blow the player upwards. I'm going to improve on this idea, and I've created this giant ground fan that will need to be activated to reach higher areas. The rocky monsters were one of the very first things I made for Bouncy Kingdoms. They've always been a bit buggy, and I feel like the ice dungeons need their own enemy types. In Blender, I can use shape keys to hide different teeth and eye textures, and add damage. Then in Godot, I can call these through code. To make combat more fun, I've added a dice roll to your sword attack. If you miss, the enemy will play a blocking animation. I think the combat part of my game is much better now. Since enemies are harder to beat now, it's only fair to add heart pickups to restore your health. Now here is the animation tree for the player character. A total mess, and I found at times some animations were not playing correctly. I've rebuilt the animation tree using a blend tree. This is much cleaner and much easier to call animations from code. You don't need to worry about turning conditions on and off, and if I need to add new animations, I can just plug them into the tree. Speaking of, here is a new idle pose for when you're in action, and when you're flying through the air, a floating animation. To battle ice monsters, you're going to need a better sword. Now you can upgrade your sword. Each dungeon will have its own sword. Each upgrade will improve your accuracy and deal more damage. A new area calls for new music. I wanted something quite haunting and deep for the main dungeon theme. When fighting the ice monsters, I put together this cool beat using a piano and church bells. You've completed all the obstacles and battled monsters to reach the end of the dungeon. Now it's time to face the dreadful Ice Queen. My first game project had you battle a giant hand that tried to crush you, so I think the Ice Queen should try to crush you with her two icy hands. Once they smash down, they will emit an area of damage, so you will need to avoid them and time yourself to strike her. For her battle theme, I found this out-of-tune toy piano sound on Decent Sampler. And for phase 2 of her fight, I'll speed up the tempo and add insane cinematic drums. Once she is defeated, a giant fan will activate, sending you back to the surface. Congratulations, hero! You've saved the Ice Kingdom. King Yeti is very happy. Next time, I'm going to be adding new characters to meet. You can wishlist Bouncy Kingdoms on Steam and play a free island demo to get a taste of the full adventure. Subscribe to my channel to keep updated with this project. And thanks to all of my amazing Patreon supporters.